It is expected to have what we call a good day, or no so-so day, or a bad day. My name is Mshihiri, and I want to share you an experience that I had today and how I went about resolving the issue that I was experiencing. As naturally, I woke up in the morning to take on the responsibility that was in my mind as my duty for the day or objective of the day. But as I was about to drop my princess to school, I suddenly started feeling not so good. There was something in my mind that kept ringing back, knowing that I could not resolve it physically, but yet it was in my mind and it was weighing heavily in my body as I was contemplating it. And I felt sluggish and not motivated. And all of a sudden, my whole day seems like it's going to be a draggery kind of a day. But I decided then it cannot allow the day to go in that way without my consultation. I did not give that thought the permission. It just rose up when I got up in the morning. So I did something, as I always go and do a run I do twice a week. I go for a run, and I run usually about 2.5 miles. 2.9 miles is the most I've ever tried. But today I said, you know what? I'm just going to tell my mind that I am the boss in this house. It is not the ideas that are running around are the boss, neither the circumstances. As bad as I was feeling, I went and took a run in this loop in the lake, one of the Lake Baker Park, Lake Independence. And I found myself running actually today for the first time in my life. I ran 6.78 miles. What an amazing experience that I've had. And I was talking to somebody and I was telling them, they said, oh, you conquer the miles, you conquer the trail. And I said, no, it wasn't about the trail. It was about the mind. I conquered it and tell it that I am the boss. So one thing, this is what I did in step by step when we're talking about living intentionally. First, I decided that that was not the thought I am going to continue to hold in my mind, because obviously it was not making my day any better. So first, there was a decision that this is not the thought I am going to allow, nor was it this the feeling I will keep in me, because I was not feeling productive. I was feeling draggery kind of a thing. So I went about say, I am actually going to take on a different type of feeling and a different type of thinking. The thought and the feeling was a product of a problem that I could not solve it anyway. It wasn't something that I can go and change the clothes and say, I'm going to have a new clothes. It wasn't something I say, I'm going to go and put in new shoes. It was something that I could only resolve it mentally. So if I could only resolve it mentally and I feel bad about it, I'm not going to be able to resolve it anyway. So the best thing I did for me, some person will have a different way of dealing with it. But first, there was that decision. Second, I decided to do something normally would seem to be impossible for me. So I went for a run. And not only just a regular run that I do, I more than double the amount I do. I did not start in that way. I was just going to go for an ordinary run. But when I found that, I was keep going and I said, no, I'm not going to stop here. My mind was still kind of a little bit heavy. And the more I kept running, my mind got lighter and lighter. By the time I was done with that run, my mind was completely conquered and my day was completely different. So I had a choice. I could have had 8 hours of feeling draggish, feeling overburdened, unproductive, or I spend only an hour and 14 minutes. So an hour and 14 minutes gave me the whole 23 or 22 hours and some change of feeling great. And I'm feeling great as I'm recording this video. So I just want to share with you. So whatever you're going through in life, you have a choice. Know that you have a choice. Most of our problems are not physically. Actually, all of our problems are not physically. Because in most of the time, despite the fact the issue is a physical issue, we feel the hurt not in a physical element, in a mind. Because we take on that particular task and we start thinking it, knowing that we can't resolve it, knowing that if we want to resolve, we have to change our mind. So I just want to encourage you. Think of what you really want. Change your mind or distract yourself from doing in order and get to do something that you normally don't do. And in doing so, you're actually creating a new type of a setment in your mind. And that setting in your mind will allow you to perceive things differently. And you're going to end up a different approach. To me, I did not change my circumstances. But guess what? I changed my attitude toward the circumstances. And therefore, it wasn't so much it was bothering me anymore. I'm feeling comfortable. I'm feeling good. So that's my advice. Until then, I'll be back. But before I go, I want to encourage you to click the link below. I have a class that I just launched. I encourage you to take a look at that class. Learn the tools and skills and how to actually live intentionally. You can just click the link below and it will send you to that class, and share that link with other people. Share this video with other people, because many people are suffering, man. I met people in places where are all struggling because we don't know how to deal with our own mind. Our problems are not out there. They're here. As one philosopher said, the problem are not on the stars, they're in us. Till then, I appreciate you and see you later.